Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann, and it's another Flossy Friday. So my voice is a little scratchy because I taught a class today, and it's been about a month since I've had to do that because we've each been taking a class a month, and we haven't been offering our entire catalog. So my throat is a little scratchy, but I do have some stuff to show you guys. I'm trying to remember if I finished this piece within the last week. I did. Okay, so I have a finish, I have some progress on 2 whips, and I have a little tiny package that came in the mail. So I have a few things to show you, which is awesome. So if you heard that, that was me accidentally pushing some patterns onto the floor. So go me, go team, go. Okay, so this last week, I haven't stitched as much as I wanted to. I still feel like I've gotten decent progress, but I definitely could have gotten more. But over this last week and weekend, it was the second week of training, and I've just been tired, you know, like, it's just getting into everything and making the time for that again, which means that there's less time to do stitching in the evenings whenever I get home. So it's retrying to find the balance. And on nights that we meet with the trainer, like, we train for an hour straight, but you have to get there before to do pre-warm-up, and then after he talks to us about like our homework and stuff for the upcoming week. So it's a little bit longer than just an hour. Whenever I go by myself, I'm in and out within like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what I'm doing. So it's a little bit less strenuous, and I actually get to like stitch on those days. So this week has kind of been trying to figure out a balance with my timing schedule. So I've done good some days, and I've literally not stitched on some others, but some progress was made, and that's all that's important in the long run. I just feel maybe during at least the holiday season, when all of that stuff is also going on, my videos are just going to be shorter and shorter and shorter. And I'm also not really sure if I'm going to have a video next Friday. It might have to come out on Sunday when I get back in town from Thanksgiving, because my dad doesn't have internet. So so I can record a video, but I will have no way to upload it. I could do it through my phone, but it could take, in that way, with him not having internet, it could take maybe 3 to 4 hours, and I can't guarantee that my phone will be sitting still and I don't need to answer a phone call or a text message in that time period, which would delay it even more. So I don't know. Next week's video may be on Sunday instead, so we'll see what happens. Okay, but we are now 3.5 minutes into this, so let's show you the progress. This is Country Cottage Needleworks, the Nativity, and this is on a 14 count piece of Crystal Mystic by Pictureless Plus. Some of it is really, really dark on here. It looks fine in person, but when I first planned this out and started it, I picked pretty close to the called for colors, and I didn't really think about the fabric that I was using and changing the colors. And it's not that back whenever I started this, I wasn't changing colors. I just wasn't back then doing drastic color changes like I do now. And yes, I could have changed them up in this process, but I decided to leave them because, like I said, in person, it's not as hard to like read or see. and I actually really just like it the way that it is. So I think last week I had a little bit of this left. I did all of the 3 kings, and I've done a good chunk of the bottom portion. So these little birds are standing on some little, they look like the bottom of these flowers, but they're standing on them. I have one more word to put here. I have the word "the" to put here, and then I need to put the ground that Joseph and Mary are standing on, and some flowers going up this side. And then what will be left is the very top with the angel and the word "the" right here, and finishing off that flower. So a little bit more work on the top half, but very close to finishing the whole bottom half of this piece. So over 50% done, which is always a positive in my book. My goal was to have this finished this week, but again, just being tired and still figuring out training schedule and homework schedule and all that kind of stuff. But I do have full function and range of motion of my legs again and my arms. So it felt last week like I was never going to be able to walk again because I was in just so much pain in a very specific spot right above my knees. Like it felt like it was going to rip in half. And around Tuesday, around Monday or Tuesday, it really alleviated, and I was absolutely fine. So I still have a little bit, of some like tightness and some pulling because I have some like nerve issues at the moment that we're also working through in training in my right leg. But for the most part, the like pains of getting started again are gone. So anything that I feel now is just like, oh, you just worked me out. It's not excruciating pain. So it's much more bearable, and that again is all that matters to me. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so the next one that I worked on, I forgot to silence my phone. The next one that I worked on, sorry, God, my throat hurts so bad. Anyone who teaches every single day, I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I do drink a throat coat tea, so that helps. I just haven't made one yet. So, okay. This is Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery 12 Days of Christmas. This is also on a crystalled fabric, and this is also 14 count by Pictures Plus. I bought both of these fabrics back when all I really stitched on was 14 count. So anyways, I started working on this week on my lunch breaks, and I was off one day for some doctor's appointments, and two of the days, I didn't get to stitch. So this is 2 days worth of progress on lunch breaks, which if you've ever stitched one of these lace borders on one of their pieces, they're tedious and they take a long time. So I'm actually really happy with that much progress into lunch breaks. But I was tempted to try and finish some of the other colors in these 3 blocks before starting the lace border, because I do love to color complete, and usually in these pieces with the lace borders, the border color isn't in the rest of the piece at all. So and I know I love to be a color completer, but I guess whenever I printed this PDF out, I printed it on 9 sheets of paper. So I was like, put some floss away or get rid of some paper. So I chose to get rid of some paper, because also if I finish the rest of it and never started on the border, I would honestly be tempted not to do the border. I still think it would look beautiful like that. Potter, leave the Christmas tree alone, please. I still don't have ornaments on my tree. So he likes to lay on this table all the time. But you see where those branches are kind of dipped down right now? He's been pawing at them and eating on the ends of them. And so every time I catch him, I have to tell him to stop. And then he lays down like that, like he was never touching the tree. There's like little, whatever. It's a brand new tree, and there's little needles everywhere underneath it because the heathen can't stop chewing on the tree. I love him, but he has a fetish with Christmas trees, and he won't leave them alone. And I haven't had ornaments on my tree since I've had Potter because I cannot trust him to not break things because he wants to eat the needles, and now he's just staring at me. He moved. Anyways, that's a side note. I had to stop him from eating the tree. Anyways, so yeah, so I decided to start on this. It would look gorgeous without the border, but the other ones that I've done the Christmas one like this, and I've done the Halloween one, and I did do the borders on those. So since this one would probably be sitting right next to the Christmas one every year, I figured I should probably do the border because I am OCD about things like that, and I would notice and it would probably bug me from eternity. So anyways, I started with this. I think I'm going to wrap around, I'm going to work on the border until I get, to here, and then I'll, work on all that area at the same time. So that's where I am with the 12 Days of Christmas by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So I'm trying to get these two complete. They're very close to completion. They're older whips. So I'm going to be working on those hopefully this next week, especially during Thanksgiving. I'll be able to get more done on them. I'm going to be taking both of these with me I'm hoping that before I leave for Thanksgiving to go to my dad's, the nativity is done. I'm still going to be taking the Frosted Pumpkin to work for Monday and Tuesday because we get off early on Wednesday. And so I'll take 12 Days of Christmas and something else with me back home. And I think what I'm going to take is going to be my Needleworker ABCs because that is going to be my January, has to be finished for my Quilt Guild project. So I want to, because I already know what they are, what my goal is going to be is to work on them a month to 2 months before they should be finished. So that way, if I can't finish them, I don't want to feel like I can't finish them. I don't want to feel pressure. I want to try and get them done at least the month before they're due. So that's a goal. And leading into December, I really want to work on Christmas rules. I have to get the Needleworker ABCs done. I'm really tempted to start the Long Winding Way by Blackbird Designs for the Beatles set. I have so many things. I have things that I want to start. I also need to do the Christmas hoopla because it's the only one left. I have new things that I want to start, but I have so many things in my whip pile that I just want to work on. Because I also want to try and do a fruit of the month and get that finished up as well because that's my December one. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things, and we'll see what ends up happening because you know how that goes. You try to plan and it doesn't always go to plan. And normally I open these beforehand, but I just didn't today. So I'm a part of the Baker's Dozen from Needlecraft Corner. So this month is my 11th piece of fabric for this year, and next month I'll get 2 pieces because you basically pay for the price of 12 and you get a 13th free for doing the Baker's Dozen through Needlecraft Corner. I need to find out. She's doing it again next year. I want to sign up. I need to call her. Okay, so I always get little freebies in here. And so I'll just show them. This one says Blessing Abound Where Love Abides by the Cricket Collection. Some of these I don't ever like keep because they just aren't like my forte, you know. This one is Amy and Connette Ann. There's a pattern for a felt leaf. Who is this by? It says Free Pumpkins from Sisters and ... I don't know what that means. So it's a pumpkin design, and then there's a felt leaf that you can make to add on to it. Okay. There's an acorn fob by Chessie and Me, and I guess you put your initials here and they give you everything for an acorn fob. What else? And then this one is Blackbird Scissor Fob by Praiseworthy Stitches. Oh, this one's super cute. This one's super cute. So the picture's really, really bad, but it's a little blackbird with a spool of thread that you can make into a scissor fob. So it's so cute. That one I might actually make. So Dreama always wraps them so cute. She always puts cute little ribbon around them, wraps them all up in tissue paper or actual like wrapping paper, and then puts cute little seasonal stickers all over them. I used to open these up on here every month, but sometimes I get too excited. Like if it comes on a Tuesday, I have to open it before Friday. So I would sometimes get really excited. This one just happened to come today, so I decided to wait. Like a good child. So the thing about Dreama's Baker's Dozen is you know all the colors for the year, but you don't know what month you're going to get them. So our freebie for this month is an ornament frame. So, and this is a circular one. So you just stitch something that will fit in here and you can make it into an ornament. So really cute. And they give you this little like idea of like one that you can put on there. They don't give you the pattern, but I mean, I'm sure you could figure it out if you really wanted to stitch that, but it'd be cute to find something or anything that would fit in there and stitch that up. You could also make that a keychain instead of an ornament. I mean, it'd be a big one, but you could do a couple different things with that. A decoration for your cubicle, all kinds of things. So the fabric that I got this month is, again, 32 count Pictures Plus Lugana. Whenever you sign up for the Baker's Dozen with Dreama, you have to pick like your size and your fabric type and count all at the beginning of the, whenever you sign up, and you keep that for that year. So if you want to change it up for like a different year, you can get crystal fabrics and stuff like that, but whatever you pick, that's what you get for that whole year. So I always pick the 32 count Lugana. So this month I got Feldspar. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit more of like a true blue, a little bit deeper in color, but like a light denim type. Probably like a darker version of Ariel, maybe, by Pictures Plus. So really nice color. I really enjoy it. Ooh, Emily's house would look beautiful on this. This might be a good fabric choice for Emily's house. Emily, whenever you watch this, let me know what you think. Trisha, Heather, let me know what y'all think about that. Because I haven't auditioned fabrics yet with the threads, because I did buy the little kit pack. So I don't know, that might be a good one. Okay, my finish. I'm so excited, and Trisha, I'm gonna get this in the mail to you. I haven't done it. My goal is to do it this weekend, and if anything, get it out by like Monday. So you'll get it after the holiday, but so this is on 32 count Lugana in Cauldron, and this is Gone Batty by Brenda Gervais. I had to think for a second, or with my needle and thread, and we did this as a sal, the Gone Batty with KA sal. A couple people are still working on theirs. If you are still doing that, still use the hashtag. I love looking it up and looking what how everybody's doing whenever they work on it. And if you need to start it, want to start it, you can also use that hashtag, because I would love to see what you do. So I changed up some of the flowers to be purple. I didn't put the candy corn on this bat over here, and I made the cat white to look like Potter, because I love bats. Bats are one of my favorite little rodents, flying rodents, and I made the cat white, so it would be Potter. So this would be more of a year-round piece, not a specifically like more of a Halloween looking piece. So I absolutely adore this. But he's done. I'm so excited. I'll reiterate, if you're gonna stitch this, do the cat first. 100% do the cat first. All right, so we've already kind of talked about everything. I'm surprised this video made it to 21 minutes. So I think we've already covered everything. Whips, finish, haul, kind of plans, the holiday schedule, update, Potter eating trees. I'm trying to see if I left anything out. I don't think I have. So if y'all don't see me on Friday, you'll probably see me on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope that y'all all have a very amazing, blessed week. Spend lots of time with your family or friends, however you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate, or you live in a country that doesn't have Thanksgiving, hopefully you get to spend time with family and friends this week, and just really be blessed and thankful for that. And I will see all of you next week. Bye, guys.